And we're back in the room. Normal service has been resumed. That was spooky, wasn't it? That Tesla it was. I don't like Teslas because I don't like Elon Musk, but I was absolutely fascinated by that light show. It's just, and if you look on YouTube and Google, there's lots of different examples of that and groups of cars doing the same thing. But it is spooky, isn't it? It sort of feels like they have a mind of their own. Well, I think they probably do a bit. um, you're on my new tripod, so I can put you anywhere, and I'll still put you in the same place. But it means I can put you anywhere rather than I have to find a table because my other tripod wouldn't give me enough height. Yeah, so they left a couple of 2.5 hours ago, 3 hours ago, on their way back to Kent initially, and then carrying on up to Lincolnshire. You saw that we had a good time, we had fun, and they've done some work in the front garden, which is really nice. I didn't ask them to. I wasn't planning to ask them to, but they offered. So they tried to get the mower going that broke down. At the end of last summer, it broke down, and Mark obviously not able to even think about getting underneath it to sort it out. And since then, obviously, hasn't been able to get underneath it. He can't really get down. His knee's very good, but getting up and down's not very good. Um, so yeah, and then they tried to start the lawnmower. It started, but the belts come, one of the belts has come off, and the lawnmower is 17 years old, and Mark has patched it and propped it up for a long time. And we reached a point a couple of years ago, obviously pre-knee, where we decided actually rather than invest in a new lawnmower, it would be easier and cheaper to invest in somebody coming in to cut. Well, yes, but getting somebody to come in to cut has not really worked. I know Ludo intends to be coming in and cutting, but he's not coming often enough. Um, and when he next comes, he's still got fence to do. So the grass continues to grow. And so we've decided that this week coming, we'll go out, and there's a shop that Mark used to buy all the spares from for the lawnmower, to go and buy a reconditioned one, and then Mark will take over grass cutting again. So out here is done for now, and we with the new car, with our car, it's much heavier and the tyres are much fatter. We've been churning up over winter and in the because of the rain and the mud, churning up a lot of the grass here. So Charlie yesterday stood with the shredder for a couple of hours and shredded a load of wood that had been of ours that had been cut and dumped on over the side there. He brought that up and shredded it, and he's put it all down really neatly, although it will get spread around a bit, really neatly into the I'll show you, into the muddy bits, and that'll gradually get rolled in by the car. The weight of the car will embed it down. I'm sure it's not the solution, but it seems like a good plan, really, and it didn't cost anything apart from Charlie, who I paid. I paid Charlie. It was him that trimmed as well. And Phil put more bamboo up here, and then lifted up this passion flower so that it begins to grow up and over again, because it had been trailing for quite a while. So he did a good job there. So we're really pleased. We feel like we've been taken care of, and it is, yeah, it's just so nice. It's sort of just in time for spring, because this time last year, we just, Mark couldn't do much, and we were just too overwhelmed by it all. And then the lawnmower had broken, and we never really got on top of it, I don't think. So I think that this will motivate Mark now to, once he gets a new lawnmower, to keep on top of it. So that will be good. It's really odd when you've got people here and they go, because what that you're living among their belongings that they've left here and there, and then they lift them up and go, and then you've got your house has got come back and everything's gone. It looks very empty, and it will feel very empty, I think, as the day goes on. It's been lovely having them here. We had we went to La Gaston yesterday. Charlie really struggled, unsurprisingly, with some of the meals that we had. I didn't realise I ordered him yesterday, day before yesterday, salade hollandaise. I had no idea what a salad hollandaise is, probably because it's not something I would have ordered for me. But I thought, oh, so, I don't know why I ordered it here. He doesn't like salad, but the choice on the menu, this was Leluculus, and it was a very, very old French menu, which is unusual there. So they, the choice was just, well, I can't order him that, and I can't order him that. So he had salad hollandaise, as did Phil, and of course it was gizzards. So it was a duck salad. So it was confit of duck, gizzard, and foie gras. So Joe had the foie gras. They struggled. Charlie struggled a bit. Phil ate it, and he said I knew what it was, and I only ate it because Charlie had got it. I can't remember what they ordered for their main course. But yeah, it was a real struggle. So when we went out yesterday, we went to the Gaston where there are burgers, and we all had burgers and chips and a dessert. We didn't bother with an entree, and he was much happier. In fact, I think he could have eaten 2 burgers. He really ate it quickly. So I'm doing the sticky beef today, sticky chili beef. I'm just cooling off the rice because I'm going to make egg fried rice and reheat the beef that I froze. So it's really nice not to have to get back on board into the cooking thing. I think they were a bit upset I hadn't cooked it for them. The problem is, as I said to them, if I had planned to cook it for you, I would have been under too much pressure. And as it was, when I did the baked potatoes that I scooped out and restuffed and that, I was exhausted after doing that. I've not been at my best this few days that they've been here, which is a shame. So I've struggled around a bit, and I can't do anything about that. But some days are better than others. But I have struggled. We got out of the car to walk to the restaurant yesterday, and it wasn't that far, but that was a real effort. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And of course, I've had gluten over the last few days. I've avoided big lumps of gluten, but not avoided desserts, and often desserts have got gluten in them. I've been surrounded by pain au chocolat, bread, big pieces. They came out of Leclerc yesterday with 2 big pan. I never buy pan because that really is bready. I always buy baguettes. But so I've been surrounded by food that I might have been tempted by. I might have been, a pan au chocolat I would have definitely been tempted by, but I know the reaction I have. I know that afterwards I regret it, so I didn't. And I've worked hard and stayed eating within my eating window, so I'm really pleased about that. So I didn't really give in to much, but been surrounded by snacks. But there is a snack I can have, and that's chips. And I'm quite pleased about that. So for my supper last night, because when we're eating at lunchtime, which we're going to with this sticky beef, it's so filling that I don't really feel like anything after that. So I'm almost 1 meal a day. So I'll just have some crisps tonight. They're not gluten, they're salty, whatever. I got my blood test back, and my HbA1c, which measures 3 months worth of your blood sugar, was down. So I'm really pleased about that, because I'd been addicted to those chocolate nougaty things for some time. So I'm not eating those now. I haven't eaten those for 2 weeks, and I'm only eating a little bit of dark chocolate every so often. And it was down to 6, which is, for me, is really good. So I'm really pleased about that. So the next 3 months are going to be much better, because I'm not eating bread. I wasn't eating a lot of bread, but I'm not eating bread now, and I'm having far less sugar. So that's looking good. So I'm pleased about that. Anyway, I've got to go in and cut the onion up. See if I can get my husband to cut the onion up, actually. My hands are hurting quite a bit. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Oh, I've told you, haven't I? You're on a new tripod. I hope you like it. I can wind you up and down. It winds. Let's see if I can get it. No, I'm round the wrong way with it, I think. But it winds up and down. You'll have to believe me. Okay, see you again. Take care.